Thank you so much, Mr. President. President Yohannes, thank you for this invitation, and thank you for your attention to Ukraine and the opportunity to address the participants of the Three Seas Summit. Dear colleagues, at this time in our city of Koly, that is Odessa region, a city on the banks of the Danube, just across the river from Romania, a fire is being fought. And the fire that started at night after the Russian Shahid attack, exactly on our infrastructure, which ensures the life of the Ukrainian part of the Black Sea and Danube regions. Actually, this is a fire in the body of our three seas. And these consequences of the attacks on Koly, on Reni, on Ismail, on Odessa, on those cities that open the southern gate to the world for Ukraine are very vivid. Now Russia is hitting Ukraine, but what would have happened if it had succeeded, as it did earlier in history, in making Ukraine its foothold? That's what Putin was planning. Something that, unfortunately, your peoples have already seen, along with the Ukrainian one in the past. In the past, which became a time of captivity, because at key moments there was a lack of solidarity. February 24th changed everything. Europe, all of us, managed to prove that we are capable of historic acts of solidarity. And now, when Ukraine is grateful to your countries, grateful to you personally for your support, this is the gratitude we feel. We. And this is a very broad we. It includes not only Ukrainians, but your nations as well. We stand together, and our common freedom, our common European home, the home in which people have learned for centuries to rely not on the strength of walls, but on the strength of ties. Not on what can be limited, but on what can be expanded. Cooperation gives more protection and strength than any kind of self-isolation. But have we really learned this? This format of cooperation is called Three Seas. And it's great. Three Seas, not three walls or penta-walls. This format is about unity, not division, like all other formats that strengthen our nations. So why, when Ukrainian ports are burning almost every night after Russian strikes, do we also have to worry about our land logistics will stop? When politics in Europe goes against the grain and ignores common commitments and shared values, when it happens in the midst of a brutal aggression against everything that is European, everyone loses. Everyone. And only time separates us from the moment when the consequences of such a loss will be revealed. Ukraine is strongly against any further restrictions on the export of our grain. And we calmly watch as our grain becomes a source of good income for various European countries that process our agricultural products and make money on logistics. Farmers in different countries use Ukrainian feed for the benefit of their farms. Companies from different countries make money on transit. And this is a benefit for the entire European economy, but specifically for the Ukrainian segment of the European economy. It is not about making money, but about survival in the face of Russian terror. Only today, and only one Russian shelling killed at least 16 people in Konstantinovka, little place, little town in Donetsk region. And more than 20 people, that is information for this time, more than 20 people injured. Ordinary shops, town market became a target. Please do not turn Ukraine into a target either economically or politically. And I'm now directly addressing you, my friends, partners, my colleagues, Mr. President of Romania, you, Mr. Deputy Prime Minister of Bulgaria, you, Madam President of Slovakia, you, Mr. President of Poland, you, Madam President of Hungary, you, Madam President of Moldova, everyone on whom the freedom of our agriculture export depends in one way or another. Any restrictions against Ukrainian exports now are scaling up of the destruction caused by Russian terrorists. This is exactly what it is. And I would like to address the European Commission specifically. The foundation of Europe is, among other things, free competition and fulfillment of promises. Ukraine fulfills its promises and never interferes with free competition. But how can we not calmly accept the violation of the promises given to us, the violation of the association agreement, the violation of free market conditions? European institutions should not multiply disappointments in Europe and should increase confidence in the words and promises that are made in Europe. Ukraine is fighting for life and for our common European values on the battlefield. And it is fighting at sea and on land. It is fighting in the air, in cyberspace, in the information environment, in the sphere of commerce. But if we have to fight for Ukraine and the foundations of our common Europe in arbitration, we will fight. We don't want, but we will fight in arbitration. And if we need to fight on the platforms of international organizations, okay, we'll do it as well. But we hope on unity, and we hope that unity will win, that truth will win. And so may solidarity continue to unite us. May the whole Europe, from the Danube to the Vistula, continue to be a space of cooperation. Let the blame for the suffering in Europe be only on Russia. And I'm grateful to each of you who helps us. Mr. President, President Johannes, thank you so much for invitation, and we count on you, our friends. Slava Ukraini. Thank you.